The secure communications room aboard the USS Essex was a world of blinking lights and classified networks. Petty Officer Jin Wei was just another sailor, quiet, reliable, trusted with sensitive information. But beneath the surface, a dangerous secret was growing. Wei's days were like routine. Standing watch, running diagnostics, blending in. Yet, trust, so vital in the military, was becoming something he could sell. The hum of the machines became a whisper of opportunity, calling him toward a different life. Betrayal doesn't begin with a dramatic act. It starts with a quiet thought, a message from a stranger. For Wei, it began subtly. A connection, a conversation, a crossroads. One path was duty, the other a dark alley paved with easy money. He took a step down that alley. This isn't a story of a high-ranking traitor, but of an ordinary sailor making poor choices. In today's world, spies target anyone with access, no matter their rank. They look for the lonely, the indebted, the disillusioned. In the digital age, a low-ranking technician can hold secrets as valuable as a fleet admiral, and a quiet moment of vulnerability can become a national security crisis. Wei's story is a warning. Betrayal can come from the most unassuming places. The first step is always the hardest to see, and sometimes it's already too late. Today's most critical battles are fought with information, not missiles. The US and China compete for technological and economic dominance, often in the shadows. Every classified detail is a target. Blueprints, procedures, even training manuals. The US military's edge depends on keeping these secrets safe. When a sailor like Wei leaks technical manuals, it's a goldmine for adversaries. Such information reveals how American hardware works and how to defeat it. Espionage is now a top priority for nations like China, who invest heavily in stealing secrets. They use cyber attacks and human spies, seeking any advantage. Every secret lost is a victory for them. Even a single sailor's betrayal can ripple across the entire Department of Defense. In this new battlefield, information is the ultimate weapon. Modern spies don't just target diplomats, they hunt for anyone with access and a weakness. Intelligence officers scan the digital world for vulnerable targets, those in debt, lonely, or dissatisfied. Rank matters less than access and personal struggles. Financial stress, career frustration, or isolation can all be exploited. Jin Wei fit the profile, a young sailor, naturalized citizen, reportedly facing financial pressure. His recruiter approached him as a maritime researcher, not a spy. The request started small, harmless, even friendly. But each step crossed a line and the demands grew. Once Wei complied, he was trapped, fearing exposure yet drawn in by money. The process is gradual, a series of small compromises, each one harder to reverse. Espionage isn't a single act, but a slow erosion of loyalty. The vulnerable become pawns in a global game. For Wei, what began as a minor favor became a sustained betrayal. The trap was set long before he realized he was caught, and by then, there was no easy way out. Before the accusations, Wei was just another sailor, working hard, building a life. He became a US citizen while serving, blending in with his shipmates. But in February 2022, a Chinese intelligence officer made contact. The approach was casual, appealing to Wei's heritage and financial worries. At first, the requests seemed minor photos, videos, nothing overtly classified. But soon the officer wanted technical manuals, sensitive details about the ship's systems. Wei used his clearance to collect and send dozens of documents, earning thousands of dollars. The handler coached him on secrecy, new devices, encrypted apps, destroying evidence. What began as a friendly chat became a clandestine operation. Wei was now an active participant in espionage, caught between duty and betrayal. His ordinary life was over, replaced by a secret that endangered his country. The line between sailor and spy had vanished. Wei didn't sell nuclear codes, he sold the nuts and bolts of naval power. Technical manuals, blueprints, repair procedures, a treasure trove for adversaries, details on propulsion, steering, damage control, and aircraft elevators revealed vulnerabilities. Each document alone seemed minor, but together they exposed the ship's weaknesses. For this, Wei was paid just $10,000 to $15,000, trivial compared to the value of the secrets. Most low-level spies aren't getting rich, they're solving short-term problems. Wei's motivation wasn't ideology, but money and family pressure. His handler promised security for his family, making betrayal seem justifiable. The reality, a small sum of cash can buy secrets that cost billions to develop. The risk to fellow service members was enormous. For a few $1,000s, Wei compromised national security. The true cost of betrayal is measured in lives and trust, not money, and the damage can last for years. Every secret has a shelf life, and Wei's double life unraveled quietly. Counterintelligence agents noticed irregularities, unusual downloads, suspicious deposits, or a tip. Investigators built their case, tracking his digital footprint and monitoring his actions. In May 2023, Wei's handler pushed for more photos of military equipment, even if not classified. The end came on August 2nd, 2023, when Wei was arrested at Naval Base San Diego. The quiet sailor was now facing federal charges under the Espionage Act. The arrest sent shockwaves through the Navy, exposing the reality of insider threats. Another sailor, Wenheng Zhao, was arrested in a related case, revealing a broader Chinese effort. For Wei, the consequences were immediate. Career destroyed, reputation ruined, decades in prison looming. The money he received was nothing compared to the price he would pay. The secret deal was now public, and the walls that once protected him became his prison. The Navy was forced to confront the vulnerability within its own ranks. The cost of betrayal was now clear to all, and the lesson was harsh: no secret stays hidden forever. Wei's arrest sent ripples through the military, exposing systemic vulnerabilities. The Pentagon launched a sweeping review of security clearances and insider threat monitoring. Continuous evaluation became essential. Circumstances change, and so do risks. Financial and personal struggles must be detected before they're exploited. The case eroded trust within the ranks, damaging morale and unit cohesion. Shipmates wondered how they missed the signs, and suspicion grew. Rebuilding trust would take time, and a renewed focus on core values. Beyond the military, the case was a public lesson in modern espionage. Spying is rarely glamorous. It's often about desperation and manipulation. The US government used the arrest to call out China's aggressive tactics. Wei's story became a cautionary tale, a warning to all about the cost of betrayal. In the end, the damage extended far beyond one sailor. Was Wei a traitor or a young man who made a tragic mistake? Legally, the answer is clear. Providing secrets to a foreign power is a profound betrayal. He broke his oath for a few $1,000s, putting his country and shipmates at risk. But the human side is more complex. Wei was under pressure, worried about his family. His recruiter exploited his vulnerability, framing betrayal as a harmless favor. Perhaps he didn't grasp the gravity at first, but each secret sent made it harder to turn back. This is the tragedy. Small, selfish decisions can spiral into catastrophe. Espionage is often about personal weakness meeting predatory opportunity. In the end, the distinction between traitor and fool doesn't matter to national security. The damage is the same. Secrets lost, trust broken. Wei's story is a stark lesson. Loyalty is tested in quiet moments of struggle. Every person with access to secrets bears a heavy responsibility. One lapse in judgment can echo far beyond a single life.